Going back to John Kerry's words, just the idea that this hacking had a profound impact on our election. Do you even agree with that premise to begin with?
You know, I don't know if it did or didn't, but the fact that they tried and the fact that they did it, and they did hack into our electoral system deserves punishment.
But what does our electoral system mean? What do you mean by that?
It means that they hacked into the DNC in order to release information that the DNC was proprietary to the DNC. It means that they hacked into John Podesta's email to release information that was proprietary to the Clinton campaign. It means that whether they were successful or not in swaying the outcome of the election, they sure as hell tried to do that. Look, Vladimir Putin's not our friend, and every American president since George Bush has made this mistake. Bush made it, Obama made it, and now Donald Trump is making it, where they think they're going to come to an accommodation with an authoritarian despot whose raison d'etre in life is to bring back the glory of the Soviet Union. This is not a man who will ever do business with us. There is a way to punish Russia without punishing the Russians. You expand the Magnitsky Act. You essentially say that Vladimir Putin is sheltering a tremendous amount of his own wealth and the wealth of all the oligarchs around him in the West. You cut off their access to their money. You prevent them from visiting their money and their real estate in New York or in London. And you go after his inner circle that way without penalizing average Russians who are suffering at his hands as well. And by the way, the Russian economy is in the tank. They're a petro-state. The oil goes up, their standard of living goes up. But what Vladimir Putin is doing, this is straight out of the Soviet playbook. This is actually something I know little about. The day that your own people start struggling economically and start getting upset with the way their life is going, you start these adventures abroad, you start creating these straw men about the United States and the West are trying to get you, and as a result...
That's what they do in North Korea as well.
Yeah, and as a result, don't look at the man behind the curtain, look at the West, look at the Americans, they're the ones that are creating life on hell on earth for us. He is an awful human being, and he deserves to be punished for all of his behavior.
Okay.